Yo, what's up everybody? Brandon Champ Robinson here with Imagination Upgraded, and today I want to give out some flowers. And what I mean when I say give out some flowers means I want to give props, I want to give shout outs to YouTube channels and people that have inspired me in my own YouTube journey. Today I'm going to give you 5 channels that I really took a lot of inspiration from when I started to build the Imagination Upgraded YouTube channel. Number 1 has got to be Corridor Digital, the OGs in the YouTube VFX space. Now check this out, man. Watching Corridor Digital grow from the 2-man team of Sam and Nico to this big corporation that they are now. I don't even know how many employees they got in their building. It's just been insane. It's been such an inspiration to see them go from the videos that they originally were creating to what they're creating now, and the brands that they're working with now, and the partnership deals that they're getting now. They really took this YouTube thing to a next level. And I mean, they've got like 7-8 million subscribers, maybe more between the 2 channels, but they are just continuously innovating and continuously being creative and taking things to the next level on the YouTube platform. And that's just very inspirational to me. So Sam and Nico, Corridor Digital team, I want to give you guys your flowers. You definitely inspired me a lot. Quick side note, I actually was in a Corridor Digital video. I was fresh to California from Milwaukee. I had been shooting and editing for my boy Richard Ryan at the Full Mag YouTube channel. And one day he said, hey, we're gonna go shoot with Corridor Digital. I was like, oh, dope. So we get to Corridor Digital, we're at the paintball field, and they needed another body. They got me all suited up in my costume, and I ended up being a soldier in a top-down shooter video. That was a really dope experience, and ever since then, every time I see Sam, Nico, and Ren, or any of those guys, they always greet me and remember me from the top-down shooter video. Now, I don't know if they actually remember me or they're just being nice, but I feel like we had a connection, so thank you for just at least being nice. And here are your flowers, Corridor Digital. Appreciate you. Next up, we got some more OGs, and that's Film Riot, the homie Ryan Conley. Now, Ryan Conley and Film Riot, they were the first team that I saw on YouTube that was showing me how to do industry level things for the low ski. I'm talking 0 budget. I learned how to make DIY dollies, DIY shoulder rigs, DIY sliders, lighting kits, you name it. Anything that Film Riot could think to make a cheaper version of, they did it. And I really respected that they were doing that, and I really respect what they were doing with their channel, because they were putting out consistent content on a weekly basis, like 2 or 3 shows a week. I supported all of their projects. I remember backing the Kickstarter for The Outsiders, which I really wish would have come out. I did get my poster. I have my Outsiders poster here somewhere. One of my favorite films that they did is Proximity. And basically the reason why I like that so much is because they pretty much had to build that from scratch out of nowhere because another shoot fell apart. What they did in that little bit of time and what they created and the look and the style and the feel of it, it was just impressive, and it was very inspirational. Another connection here is when I worked for DJI and I did the Osmo launch, I actually was able to get Ryan Conley to be the spokesperson for the DJI Osmo. I pitched him to the DJI head. They liked what I pitched. We came up with the script and the idea of what we wanted to do. We flew Ryan Conley in. I met him. We had a good time on set. And I think from that meeting, it actually spent off to them having a bigger partnership with DJI. So I'm gonna take light credit for that one. And Film Riot, here's your flowers. I appreciate y'all. And speaking of Film Riot and their projects, I'm gonna have to go to this guy next. And the reason this is such a good segue is because I am still waiting on a film from him. So this isn't actually a YouTube channel. Well, maybe it is now, but it was just a website when I was watching it. And that is the most famous voice in visual effects.
Hey, what's up? Andrew Kramer here, videocopilot.net, and welcome back to another very exciting video.
If you do visual effects, you know that voice. You've seen it, you know it, and you get excited when it comes on because you know you're about to learn something dope. Andrew Kramer pretty much got me through my After Effects class. Andrew Kramer and his video Copilot tutorials were so good that when I took my final in college, the instructor failed me because he thought I just took a template off of the internet and used it in my final. He failed me, he didn't ask any questions. He basically just said, there's no way you did this. This is too good. I'm failing you. He didn't ask me to open up my project. He didn't ask me to show him what the expressions were. And when I took this to the dean of the school and I showed him, broke it down piece by piece by piece, and told him everything that he did, he ended up having to apologize and give me a passing grade, needless to say. Now, I don't know what happened to him, but I know that I learned more from Andrew Kramer than I was learning in my college course. Goes to show you the power of YouTube University right there. And if you're watching this video and you still want to see Intercept, it was a collaboration with Film Riot and Video Copilot. Go to their Instagram pages right now and comment, "We still want Intercept," and then come back here and comment below that you sent that to them. Let's get Intercept going. Especially while we locked in, this would be the perfect time to drop Intercept. The next channel I want to mention is not directly connected to film, but it is a part of film. We do need to use this all the time, and that is the Flern channel. I pretty much learned everything I know about Photoshop from Flern. So YouTube University did it for me once again and got me through my Photoshop course in college. So Flern, here is your flowers too, brother. And last but not least is a real OG in the game. I'm talking about years and years of filming experience, years and years of dropping camera tests and travel videos and short documentaries, and even one short film that pretty much changed the course of my filmmaking career. And that is the OG Philip Bloom. Everybody knows the OG Philip Bloom. If you've ever been looking at buying a camera, you definitely watch one of his camera tests and you definitely watch one of his camera reviews. I started with the Canon T2i, then I moved to a T3i. And from watching Philip Bloom and seeing what he was doing, I knew that my next camera was gonna be the 5D Mark III. From there on, I was always looking at his camera reviews because they were so thorough and so to the point that you could really get a feel of what you were gonna be purchasing. And one day, I was looking at some of his stuff and I saw a short film come up called Portrait of a Boxer, and it blew my mind. I don't even 100% know why it blew my mind. I know it had to be a mix of just the sound design, the color, the music, the composition of the shots, the pacing, everything. It was just one boxer going through a training routine, explaining what he does, explaining why he likes boxing. This pretty much has carried me into every brand video that I've done docu-style from then on, and it just changed the course of my filmmaking career, because I believe at this point that's when I decided to start getting into color grading heavy and really learning DaVinci. And I started really training myself on how to push my camera and how to push my footage to the next level. While I was writing this video, I went back and watched the Portrait of a Boxer again just to see if it holds up, and it definitely holds up still. You could tell it was shot with a lesser codec than what we have today, but everything else really still holds up, and that was 8 years ago. I can't even believe it was that long when I looked at it. I'm gonna put a link to that video in the description. Let me know if it still holds up today in the comments. And that's pretty much it for today's video. I wanted to give all those people the flowers because they really inspired me to take this channel to the next level, and I know that this isn't gonna be an overnight kind of thing, but I'm gonna keep pushing because I see where it goes, and it just keeps me creative and keeps me doing things. So go show all of those people some love, like their videos, subscribe, and like and subscribe here, and hopefully I can be as helpful to you guys as they were to me. So until the next video, peace.